So here is the differences. So my screen
Okay.
is visible, right? Yeah. So if you see the relational database, the data will be in a structured format. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Like you will be having a separate, for example, let's take an example. You are having you're having a database called library. Okay, take library, or you can take any databases. Like you can take a database about a college. Let's imagine like you are having a database about a library. So inside that, what are the tables, possible tables you can have? Like there is a
Um,
database library, means what are the possible tables you will create and you will be having in case of
employee
SQL, I'm asking.
table, employee table,
Hmm.
customer table.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and
So for each tables, you will be having a defined structure. Okay.
yeah, that's correct.
So
Yeah.
for, yeah, so for customer table, you will be having the customer details, and for the book related table, like you will be having the book details. Then you will having the order related thing. You will be having the order table, means order related details. Whereas in case of non-relational database, it is not like that.
Mm-hmm.
So here you will say database. In case of relational database, you will say the as a database. Same, it will be the database in non-relational as well. So inside the database, the data is splitted into a table. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whereas in non-relational database, we will call this as a documents. So same
Okay.
like tables, here it will be the documents, but table is a defined schema, whereas document is non-defined schema. Why? Because like in a document you can have anything. You can have the customer details, you have the order details, you have this details. You can have a number of things. Correct? Like whereas in case of relational database, this particular table is meant for this. This particular table is meant for this. Like that, it will be there. Like if you go through this document, you can able to get it now. So normally, SQL is a structured query language, and it stores the data in a structured manner. Whereas NoSQL database, it's not only SQL, it stores the data other than the relational tables. So these data will have the unstructured data. So
Okay.
instead of tables, NoSQL have documents. There are multiple NoSQL databases. We have MongoDB is there, Cassandra is there, DynamoDB is there. So multiple NoSQL databases is there. So particularly we are considering about MongoDB. So in MongoDB, the data will be stored in a form of document oriented.
Okay.
Okay, thus the schema is flexible. If anyone, if you're meeting for a interview perspective, like if anyone is asking like what is the difference between SQL and NoSQL, you can directly say them like here, here is the difference. Like you can say like the in SQL server the data is stored in a structured format. Here the data will be stored in an unstructured format. Here the table schema is like it is not schema flexible in case of SQL. Whereas in NoSQL, it will the schema is non-flexible. We can add columns, we can add fields, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me type here quickly. SQL, NoSQL. Okay, so SQL, it's database. Same here also, it will be the database. Okay, here it will be tables. Inside the database, you will be having the tables. Correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. So here inside the database, you will be having documents.
Document. Mm.
Yeah. So inside the tables, you will be having column, each column, ID column, name column, like that it will be there, correct?
Mm.
So in case of this, you will be having fields. Okay.
Mm.
So this is the difference. Like this is the basic architecture. Okay. Here the data is stored in table format, correct?
Mm.
In SQL. Whereas here the data will be stored in BSON format. BSON, JSON, BSON format. So let's take let me have your quick review on this. So let's create, I think,
Mm.
Saturday. Okay. Okay, so let's take is a it's a table. Okay, ID name, ID column, name column, um location, mobile number. Okay,
mm,
let's take ID 1, 2, 3. Okay, your name Ajay, Wilson, Sam. So location Chennai, Hong Kong, China. Mobile number, let's take 92 something. Okay. Okay, so here if you see, this is how the data will be stored in SQL. You agree with me? So
that's
this
correct.
is the format. Yeah.
Mm,
So whereas in case of MongoDB, this is how the data will looks like. ID 1, name Ajay, location Chennai, then mobile number, some number. Okay.
mm,
So this is one value, and after that you will be your details will be there. So how it will be ID 2,
two, two. Okay.
name Wilson, then location New York,
Mm,
mobile number something. Sorry. And in this scenario, Wilson is having email also. Okay.
oh, okay. Mm,
So here you will have email
mm,
Wilson123 at gmail.com like that.
mm.
So next person, 83. So you can stop me anywhere. Like if you are unsure what I'm saying, you can stop me anywhere and you can ask me.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. It's
There is
clear.
no,
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
because
Sure.
yeah, then only like we can able to make this, means I,
Uh,
that will help you to make clear even in your first two rounds of interview. If any interview go you're going with, in the first two interview you will crack, like that I will
that's correct.
make you.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
that's my motto. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Not hes.com, and then can give city as. Okay, so what do you notice here, Wilson? So what do you notice here, the difference between the data stored here and here? So basically the data is stored in SQL,
Um, the SQL is in table format, and why this one is a structure format. In yeah. Well, it's organized, but I don't know how to put it. Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me? What I noticed? Yeah, it's the SQL is well arranged in a table format, and why
yeah.
the other is the NoSQL is in maybe it's organized as well, but maybe array or I don't know how to put that. Yeah, I know it's in
Yeah.
JSON or
So
BSON
what
format.
what you can say is like, in case of SQL, as you said, the data is in a well structured manner and it is having the well structured and it is stored in table format. That's the
Hello.
difference between them. The data structure tables work better with the structured data. Here, the less structured data sets scalable. So, in as I said, right, like in a SQL database, if you want to store large amount of data, means what you will do, you will increase the CPU, you will increase the RAM. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
that's correct. Yes.
So in case of NoSQL database, you will partition the data. You will add cluster. So horizontal scaling is nothing but adding cluster. So do you have any experience in working with clusters?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can set up a cluster. Yeah. Um,
Yeah. So
yeah.
what is a cluster? You will say generally. What is a cluster? So what is that cluster concept?
Just a failover resources from if in case if the active is down to the passive node and the passive will become primary in case of any disaster recovery. Is that right?
Yeah. For high availability and scalability.
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
this is
Yes.
what scalability. So scalability is nothing but expanding the large amount of data in a multiple clusters, multiple nodes. So cluster is nothing but a collection of multiple nodes. So you will store the data in a multiple nodes. Like if any one of the node fails, the other node will rise up and it will become active.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
So
correct.
that's the scalability. So here, if in any interview point of view, I will attach this document. Like this will be a most important question if you are going for a interview based for MongoDB. They will ask surely like what is the difference between a SQL and NoSQL. So this is the difference. Like query data, it is straightforward. When it comes to data queries, it will be more complex. Okay, and
Okay.
data storage, it is with fixed row and columns, like how we have C. There are multiple storage models. So the performance, you initially need large server to accommodate the increasing amount of data. That's why I said, right, like for large data you need to have high CPU and high memory. So in this thing you can add a new server, that is nothing but a cluster, adding a new node to the existing one to store the large amount of data.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the things. Then data structure and models, you will see um like I have the document for this. So are you clear, like are you clear, or like now you are clear before going to the NoSQL concept? Like
Yes, it's clear.
you know, like what is the difference between this and this? If you take the image, any image can give you a difference,
Okay.
like the tabular format. Can choose this process structure, primary, vertical, scalable, query language.
So, in a nutshell, you say any large table, any large database, we should go for NoSQL.
Yeah, in case of you
Oh,
are maintaining, going to maintain a large database, and let's take your customer is coming and asking like, hey guy, like we need to maintain a large amount of data. Let's take for example Instagram, Facebook, you know, right? Like Instagram,
yeah,
Facebook,
yeah, yeah.
they mostly
Yeah.
use like NoSQL databases only in their backend. And
Oh,
most
okay.
of the OTT platform also, like OTT platform itself, like Amazon, Netflix, so these guys are there, like they are also using like NoSQL only. They'll
Oh,
mostly
okay.
using Cassandra and MongoDB only. Why? Because like they will be streaming large amount of content, and in case of Facebook and WhatsApp, they will be having a large amount of, what to say, um, Facebook and Insta, they will be having a large amount of traffic, right? Like more customers will come, more clients will come. They will create an account, they will using they will post the pictures, they will post the videos. So Instagram and Facebook will having their data, right? So those will be stored in the NoSQL only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so most of the platform will work under this only. So that's the thing. Like here, like do you know acid compliant? Do you know what is acid compliant? Have you
ACID,
heard of?
yeah.
Yeah, acid compliant. Could you please let me know what is acid compliant, so that I will.
ACID is atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So why we why means why we need acid compliant?
To manage your transaction
Yep,
property, yeah.
same. It's for mostly for all the OLTP servers. Like OLTP is now on means online transaction processing. So for all these things, like we need ACID compliance. So ACID compliance, if any data, mostly SQL is based upon the transaction, correct? But
Yes.
NoSQL is not depends upon the transaction, and it also doesn't support the these things. Like what is the ACID compliant? The NoSQL does not support ACID compliant, and it does not support transaction NoSQL.
Oh,
So if someone came and asked you what are the difference between SQL and NoSQL, you can say these points. So in SQL, the data is stored in a structured format in a table, whereas in NoSQL, the data is unstructured and stored in a BSON format. Okay, in a document. So here the data will be in a table format. Here the data will be stored in the document format. Here the schema is flexible in case of SQL. In case of NoSQL, the schema is unflexible. So here, if we are storing a large amount of data, you need to do the vertical scaling in SQL, whereas in case of NoSQL, we can do the horizontal scaling, and it support transaction. SQL support transaction. There is the transaction is not supported in NoSQL. Here, the SQL, we will be having the what to say. I forget that last point. Yeah, it support acid compliant in SQL. In NoSQL, it doesn't have acid compliant. So same like acid compliant in NoSQL, we will say cap theorem. Okay, there is a theorem called cap theorem. So everyone should know about this cap theorem. Okay,
mm.
So cap theorem supports only for NoSQL databases. So what does cap theorem say? It says like consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. Okay, consistency is nothing but the same thing. Like, let me show you. Okay, hello.
Yeah, audio.
So yeah, so consistency is nothing but all the nodes inside the network will have the same copies of replicated data.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so for each let's take like let us take like you are having a three nodes. Okay, let me paint. So let us take like you are having a three nodes. Okay, this is your primary, this is your secondary replica, means you are having a two replica. Okay, let's imagine this is P, this is S, and this is S. Okay, you got it. Like this is my primary and this is my secondary. Okay, so what is consistency is nothing but if you are taking data from here. Okay, what is the thing? Okay, if you are taking data from here, if you are taking data from here, if you're taking data from here, all the three nodes should show the same data. So that is consistency. So that each of the node is consistent. It returns the same data. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that is
Okay.
consistency. First one. Second is availability. Availability is nothing but like if you are trying to query this secondary. Okay, you are trying to query this secondary and it is down, like it is down, or let us take this primary is down. Okay, if you are taking this primary is down, this secondary will come as a active
Okay.
automatically.
Mm-hmm.
You remind like my primary is active and secondary is in passive. So what is
Yes.
high availability is like, um, if the primary goes down, like this secondary needs to comes up. So that's the
That's
thing.
correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is the scenario here. So that is the availability. And partition tolerance is nothing but like, let's take this primary and secondary is in one zone, availability zone. Have you heard
Okay.
of availability zone?
Yes, yes. In always on.
Yo,
Yeah. Mm.
no, it's not always on. Availability zone is nothing but let's take
Okay,
you
zone
are in,
maybe east,
yeah, yeah,
west,
yeah.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
region.
You are US East 1, US East 2, like that. That are the
That's
different.
correct. Yeah,
Yeah, different region. That's the
the
thing.
region.
So, for example, if this two this in one region and this thing is in another region, there will be a network latency, right, between these two clusters.
That's correct. Mm.
Yeah. So even though if it is in different region, my cluster still be active. So that is partition tolerance. So three things. First thing is consistency. All the nodes should have the same amount of data. And second thing is availability. Even when one nodes go down, the other nodes need to be up and it need to be still active. That is availability. And third thing is like even my nodes are in different partition in different region, even with the network tolerance, it needs to be still active. So that is the partition tolerance. So these are the three thing about cap theorem. So
Okay.
in DBM, how in RDBMS the asset concept is there, same like that in DBMS we are having this cap theorem. So all the NoSQL databases will work under this cap theorem only. Okay, so this
Okay.
is the most important question you could expect from the interview perspective. Like anyone, if you are going for a NoSQL interview, they will ask about cap theorem and they will ask like MongoDB will comes under which aspect of cap theorem. So also in cap theorem, either only two of the thing will be supported, which means either it support consistency availability, or availability partition tolerance, or partition tolerance consistency. It not always the three. You got my point, right? Like
Yes.
what I'm
Yeah.
trying to convey. Yeah, either it is consistency or availability, it will be there, or availability or partition tolerance, it will be there, or partition tolerance consistency will be there. It won't be a mix of three. So that is the cap theorem. So this cap theorem is also known as the Brewer theorem. Let me go through. Now I have explained you. Now I will read the concept. Means I will read this context. Then you will get to know like what I have explained. So consistency
Yes.
means that all the nodes inside the cluster will have the same copies of the replicated data for various transactions. It guarantees every node in the distributed cluster returns the same most recent and successful write.
Mm.
Okay, that is nothing but data consistency. For example, let's take there is a three nodes, and in this primary you are doing one write operation. Okay, you're doing write operation. As you know, this primary node will be receiving all the write requests. The secondary node will be in the read only
Read,
mode.
read only,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So whenever you are writing any operation, let's take you are updating one change. You are updating the value id number 1 is equal to Ajay. Okay, all these two nodes should change that value to Ajay most recent update, which means the all the three replica is inconsistent. So that's the thing. Like, it guarantee every node in the cluster returns the same most return successful write. It refers to every client have the same view of data. So that is the consistency. Okay.
Mm.
So note the concept of consistency in ACID and CAP are slightly different. Since in CAP it refers to the consistency of value in different copies of same data item in replicated distributed system. So as you know, like here the data is in distributed, right? Like data, large amount of data is partition and it is distributed, right? Like partition is nothing but, have you heard of partition before, or have you worked in partition earlier? Do you know
Yes,
what
yes.
partition is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for light table to break it down. Yeah,
Okay. What will
yes.
you do in
For
SQL? Like
for
how will you
performance
partition the data?
improvement. For performance improvement, yes.
Yeah, like how will you partition data? Different types of partition. Could you please let me know? Like types of partition. Like how will you partition the data? Let's take you are having a large amount of data. Let's take like you are having an activity table or session table. Okay,
Mm.
session
Okay.
table will have the all the session, right? Like so many people will be logging, and each session you will be having the session records. So how will you partition this session table or any activity table? Like how will you do the partition?
Yeah, by date range or by
Yeah,
group, you
there
need
are
to create
multiple
like a five
partition is
groups.
there, date partition is there, range partition is there, hash partition is there. So there is a large amount of partition is there. So mostly people will you go for the like a range partition if they are having the values. If they are
Yeah.
having id number from 1 to 1 lakh, means they will have 1 to 50,000 as a range from one in the one table, and other thing in other table in a single cluster, right?
Mm.
Like in
Yeah.
SQL, if you are having a one node, two node, means all the data here will be saved here, correct?
Yes.
It will be a replica, like the data will be replicating between these two, from this to this and this to this. Okay, so like this the replication works. It's having the same amount of data. Like, yeah, so that's the thing. Like here the data will be replicated, and here you will partition the data between a single cluster. Okay, whereas in case of NoSQL you will partition the data between all these clusters. Between all these clusters you will partition the data. Okay,
Ah, okay. Mm.
so it's not under a single cluster you will partition all the data. For example, let's take three columns. Okay, id, name, then activity, some time, login time something, and then date. Okay, so how will you partition? Means this id will be the, you need to, in case of MongoDB you will choose like starting concept is there. Okay, there is a concept called sharding. I will let you know at last. Like what this sharding concept does is, it does the thing like we need to create a shard key. So here if I choose this id as a shard key, means the data will be splitted across these cluster. For example, id 1 to 50 will be in this cluster, and the id 50 to 100 will be in this cluster, and id 100 to 100 above will be in this cluster. So like this the data will be partitioned. You
Mm.
got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the difference. Like so before diving into the architecture, you just know about that. So in case of this, like MongoDB supports any two of the things from the cap theorem. So consistency is nothing but this thing. So I will paste this in your document. Like if you have time, like you just go and read for this theorem. So it's a most important one. So you need to learn of. So after end of this class, I will send you this document. You just go through it. Okay.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So you can come up with me in the next class, and if you have any doubt, you can let me know. I just need to hyperlink this. I think insert. Hmm. There is an option will be there. Okay, link. Okay, let me add you on this. Like, I'm not sure about that. We'll see.
Okay.
So this is the consistency. You okay with this, right? Consistency. So here they are giving the example. So a user checks his account balance and knows that he has 500 rupees. He spends 200 rupees on some products. Hence, the amount of 200 must be deducted, changing his account balance to 300 rupees. So what is this? A user one is here. Okay, in DB1 500, DB2 500. At first, like it is consistent. Both are showing same balance. Okay, this is consistent. Here, if you see, he have spent 200 and it is not yet still updated here in this thing. So here it is showing 300 and here it is showing 500, which means it is
That's
inconsistent. Yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah, this is what consistency means. Availability is nothing but it should be available. Availability means each read or write request from the data item will be either processed successfully or will receive a message that the operation cannot be completed. Okay, let's take like user 1 and 2. Okay, they are doing some operations. Okay, means he is checking subs, he is 1000 here, he is doing subscribe, he's it is 1001 here. Okay, it is available. Okay, but
Mm.
here if he access this, this is available, but he access this, this is not available. So at any point of time your node should be available to the client.
That's correct.
Yeah, if it is not available, it is not comes under this availability scenario. Okay, partition tolerance means like that's why I said, right, like means the system can continue operating even if the network connecting the nodes has a fault. That result in two or more partition where the nodes in each partition can communicate among each other.
Mm.
If you are having the data partition between the multiple clusters, even though there is any network latency, it should work. So let's take an example. Some same social media network where two users are trying to find the subscriber count of particular channel. Due to some technical fault, there occurs a network outage. Okay, the second database connected by the user B loses its connection with the first database. Hence, the subscriber count is shown to the user B with help of replica of data, which was previously stored in the database one, backed up to the prior to network loading. Hence, the distributed system is partition tolerant. You get this point, right?
Yeah.
So what is the thing is like there is a network latency between this DB and this DB, which means
Okay.
this node and this node. Okay, there is a network partition between this node. So what happens is here this subscriber he is checking the subscriber count. It is showing 1000. Now he is also checking the subscriber count. It is showing 1000. So
Mm.
how it is showing 1000 means the data from this node is already backed up
Replicated.
here. Yeah,
Okay.
replicated. So from that replicated, it is showing, but the data may be inconsistent. Okay, sometime,
Ah, okay. Mm.
but it's still responding, right? Like even though the network partition between the these between the other, it's still responding, right? So that's
Yeah.
the thing. So this is what I mentioned. Like any of the cap theorem have at least two of the three properties. Either it will be having CP or AP or CA. It doesn't have all the three combined.
Ah, okay.
Okay, as a result, the data system plays only two properties at a time. Any two properties it will have. So in case of MongoDB, we will be having If you go here, you can see, like in case of MongoDB, it will comes under CP means MongoDB cluster won't be available, but means partition tolerance. Even though partition tolerance is there, the data will be consistent across these things.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So and also like Cassandra will be under comes under AP, and RDBMS and all will comes under CA, consistency and available, because you are doing high availability, right? Like in, if you take SQL Server, you will be having that like what to say, always on high availability concept will be there, mirroring will be there, so that both the node will be in the same set. Like there is active replication, passive replication, everything is there. So automatic failover is there. If you enable the automatic failover between your nodes, two nodes in a SQL Server, means if any one of the node goes down, means the other will automatically bring up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the consistency and availability. Are you sure about this? Means are you okay about these concepts like consistency, availability, and partition tolerance? So this is the most important thing you need to learn if you are going before into the DBMS.
Yes. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, so in this we are going to see MongoDB. So MongoDB can support C and P. So if you are going to attend any database interview, they will ask like which under which perspective in cap theorem this MongoDB will come. So at that time
Uh,
you need to see it comes under CP.
CP.
CP is
Okay.
nothing but consistency and partition tolerance. Like they will ask
Partition.
like how, yeah, they will ask how MongoDB will comes under CP and partition tolerance means means in MongoDB the data will be consistent across the cluster. Okay, here we are maintaining a quorum principle. Quorum. There is a point called quorum. Okay, so quorum, consistency level. You will maintain a consistency. You will call as a consistency level. Consistency level means uh, let's take a two node. Okay, let's take a two node. Let's take a three node cluster.
Mm,
Okay, so now you are doing some data changes here. Okay, so it will be replicated to here and then
Second
to
row.
here. Correct.
Yeah. To
if
DR. Yeah.
if you are setting quorum is nothing but maintaining the consistency level.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
if you are maintaining the consistency level as majority means out of three replica, only if the read operation if the write operation got acknowledged by these two replica, then only means transaction will be successful. You got it? Like if you are doing any transaction, if you are doing any request means, write request means it should be reflected in any one of the majority of the nodes, then only it will be successful transaction. So that is called consistency. So if you are read
Oh,
data from here, you can see the data, right?
yes.
Yeah, so that is, if you give w is equal to majority means all the node will be having the same data.
Mm,
So that is called the quorum. So using quorum only, you are we here we are maintaining the consistency level. So going step by step, like we will see, means as of now these are the two topics, and now I'm going with architecture. So today's class will be mostly on this thing only. Like I will give you about a detailed information about the architecture, and the next class you need to do the hands-on for this thing, these two things.
sure.
You need to study these things like MongoDB administrative commands. You need to go through, and if you are having any instance in by hand, like you need to do the installation. So end of the class I will try to help you creating a new how to create a Azure account, because I have started, but I just want to let you know also, like how from the start you need to create an account, and how to create a server, like that.
Sure.
So yeah, so as of now I have done with the two things. Are you crystal clear with that? Like two things is, one is difference between SQL and NoSQL, another thing is cap theorem, and
Capture 'em.
MongoDB will comes under consistency and partition tolerance. So this is my architecture, so this is my application. So application, as you know, like application will connect to the server using any of the driver, any of the ODBC driver, any driver. Okay, or through any
Mm,
programming language they will connect to the server. So once the application is connected, it will send the queries to the query router. Okay, the query router will split between the cluster. Okay, normally this is a three node cluster. Okay, this start one is there, right? Like this is the three node cluster. If we are having same kind of these things, these three things means it will comes under a start. What I'm saying is, let me say you. So what I'm saying is, this is my 3 node cluster. Okay,
Hmm.
these, if all the 3 nodes will consider as a one node in case of sharding. You got it?
In case of
This is
sardine.
no, no. Let me give you a difference. Like,
Okay.
this is primary one.
Hmm. Primary.
This is
Okay.
primary. This is secondary.
Okay.
This is secondary. So these are the, this is nothing but a 3 node replica cluster.
That's
Okay,
correct. Yeah.
so my means if I'm doing any write operation, it will come to the primary and it will be replicated to the secondary, and
And
this is
secondary.
how I'm maintaining the 3 node cluster. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
in case of sharding, this is one shard, this is one shard, this is one shard. Okay, in each shard all the 3 cluster will be there: primary, second, the primary, one primary and 2 secondary. Like that you can maintain. You
Okay.
can maintain up to, in a start you can maintain up to multiple, I guess, like multiple nodes you can maintain. So this is one start, this is one start, this is a 3 node cluster, but this is starting.
Can you spell that? You said sardine. SAR.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
like that.
SARDING.
Oh, okay.
This one. Yeah, let me open the document. So this is starting, SARD starting.
Oh,
Here
okay. Yeah. Oh, that's new to
it's
me.
kind
Okay.
of horizontally I am scaling my instance. So
Oh,
in
okay.
each
Sardine one.
start, each start will have the primary.
Okay. 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 Okay.
So for example, if you are giving one query, okay. So I said right, there will be a SARD key. Using SARD key, you will split the data.
Okay. Mm.
So if any request is coming, for example, let's consider, okay. So start one is having data from 1 to 50. Okay. Start two is having data from 50 to 100, and start three is having data from 50, means 100 above. Okay. For example, you are asking for the data between, means you are searching something like select star from order. You are giving some query. Okay. In case of this, you will be giving some query. So that is between the range of 50 to 100. Okay. At that time, what it will do, the query will come. Okay, query router is nothing but Mongo S. Okay, it will ask the query router, okay, I just need the data between this range, I need the data of 68. Okay, at time what this query router will do, as it will as it has been started the data using the start key, right?
Mm.
So 68 means it will go to start 2. If you are not clear, ask me, I will give you again.
Yes. Please repeat that. Repeat that. You said 68. We go to SAR 2. Is that right?
Yeah, let me draw a diagram. Okay, this is start 1,
Mm.
this is start 1, start 2,
Mm.
start 3.
And they will have each primary replica. Okay. Primary and secondary. Okay.
Here primary, primary,
Primary. Okay.
primary,
Mm.
secondary,
Secondary. Secondary.
secondary, secondary,
Secondary. Secondary.
secondary, secondary,
Mm.
secondary.
Okay.
So this is my
SAT
chart
1.
1,
Mm. SAT 2.
chart 2,
SAT N.
chart 3.
Infinity. 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So now this is my query router. Okay.
Mm.
So this is the query I am sending. Okay. db dot users. Users is nothing but a user document.
Okay.
Okay. In this I'm finding, find is nothing but in SQL you will give select operation, right? Like select, here you will give find. Okay, find, id greater than 25. Okay, like this you will give. So this is how the query you will send. Okay, so what it is doing is, for select the ID which is greater than 25. Okay.
Mm.
So this is how you will send query. In SQL, this is like in SQL it will be like this. In SQL, I am saying select star from users table where ID is greater than 25. So this is the query I have given here.
Yeah. Okay. Mm.
This but means in SQL you will be giving like this. In NoSQL, this is the format for typing this. There is one
Okay.
select like that and all. We need to search like this only. Users is collection. Here users is table, right? Select star
Mm.
from table, right? Here this
Yeah.
users is a document, user
Okay.
document, and in spite of select we are giving find. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Here
Okay.
for where filter you are giving ID is greater than 25. So for this here we are mentioning the ID column, that ID particular field. Here you will say ID as column, right? Here I said previously, here we will say field, not column in NoSQL.
Yeah. Field. Okay. Mm.
So here we are filtering using the field. So field ID is greater than 25. Okay. Let's assume,
Okay. That GT is greater than. Okay.
yeah, so let's assume this this here so for starting it's a must thing. For starting, if you are starting a cluster, must have a start key, otherwise it will search all the starts. So if we are giving, if the means if I am searching using this ID, right? So that
Mm.
ID should be a start key. Okay. If that ID is not a start key, it will check all the starts, so it will take time, correct?
Yeah. That will take time. Yeah.
Yeah, so my ID should be a start key. Okay. So based upon this only the data will be stored. So my ID is start key here. So this ID from 1 to 50,
Okay.
ID from 50 to 100.
Mm.
So ID from 100 and above. Okay.
Okay. Like
So
indices.
let's,
Okay.
yeah. So like this it will be there. So this query router is nothing but we will say Mongo S. So this is my query router, Mongo S. So I am giving this query. Okay. I'm giving this query. It will comes to the, okay, give me. I'm giving this query. Okay, it will comes to my query router. Okay, so
Mm.
what my MongoDB will do, it will search for the start key. So it will, here I given 25. So MongoDB will look which start is having the value 25. So it found this start one is having the value 25. So it will route the query to here. You got it, huh? Like
Yeah.
it will
That's
route
correct.
the query to here.
Mm.
If it is between the value of like what to say, if it is between the value of 100 above, means it will route the query here.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the starting concept. Okay,
Ah. Okay.
for maintaining a large set of data, if you are having 1 lakh, like sorry 1 lakh, like 10 crores of data, you will start the data like this. Here between like 1 to 5 crore, 5 crore to 10 crore, more than 10 crore. So if any data comes between this thing, it will go this start. So for doing starting, this is important one. Just take note of this. If we are doing starting, a start cluster must have start value, otherwise it will search all the starts. The ID should be start key. Means ID nothing but you can have any start key. Okay. You can choose whatever start key. For example, if you are having large amount of date related data, means you can have date as a start key. It depends upon the scenario. Okay. If you are having the user list, you can have their ID as a start key.
Mm.
If you that should be a unique one, like a primary key. Like what is the role of primary key? It will be unique for all the users, right? Like mostly the database in SQL and all, the search will happen based upon the primary key, right? Like if the
That's correct.
particular column we are, for example, let's take like if you are selecting one table with a column that is not index, means how the SQL will do the search. Using the primary key
It's
only it will do. Yeah, using the primary key only it will do the search, right? From first
that's
to
correct.
top. Yeah, so same like that only. Whatever field we need, means whatever means how we are distributing the data between these things. If you are distributing the data between dates, means you can keep date as a start key. If you are starting the data using id, means you can keep the id as a start key.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, now it's
Yeah.
clear, right, this concept? So this is
So
the, yeah,
so in a nutshell, that shard is simply like indexes. Is that right?
yeah, starting is nothing, not indexing. It's like a, it's a must one, like to have a start key for starting.
Okay.
So normally this is how most of the system will work. Starting is rare, like most rarely only people will have starting. Okay, like most of the organization will having this kind of thing only. Okay, primary, secondary one, secondary two. Okay, this is my client, this is my MongoDB process. So MongoDB is nothing but a daemon which is connecting the client to the server. So this is
Okay.
the one maintaining the database. Using this is the daemon, like that we'll say. Let's take in MySQL, we'll having MySQL d, in SQL Server, I guess SQL Server dot, what is the, I'm not sure about SQL Server. In Postgres you will have the Postmaster. um I know these two things, so same like that, it's a daemon process. You
Okay.
know, right, daemon process that will be handling all the client requests, communication between client and server.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever the client is giving the query, it will comes to the MongoDB, and MongoDB will move the data. If it is a write, means it will move to the right. If it is like, if we are giving, if we, sometimes what we will do, we will explicitly mention the read preference. Okay, for example, let's take, like, I need this query to run in my secondary node. Okay,
Okay.
find id id greater than 25. Okay, I am running this query, I need this to run in my node secondary preferred. Okay, I need to give secondary preferred here. Okay,
Okay.
I'll be giving this. So what it will do, it will write the operation in the secondary, any one of the secondary node, any one of the
Okay.
secondary node which is available, which is near, the latency is near, like which latency is less, it will read the data from the secondary node preferred. Otherwise,
Okay.
by default, it will do the read operation from the primary only, and also write operation from the primary only. So from primary to secondary, the data will be replicated
Mm.
using quorum. I said, right, quorum, consistency level, quorum consistency level. You're clear, right? It's
Yeah.
nothing,
Yeah.
it's nothing, Wilson. It's a simple concept. Like, starting is for only large amount of data. Okay, most of the platform, most of the means environment are like, we don't have starting. Most of the people will be using this concept only, one primary and two secondary. Okay, if you are
Okay.
going to an interview, and if you are if you are going to say, like, you have worked in MongoDB, means you can directly say, I have worked in a 3 node cluster. Okay, I have worked in a 3 node cluster. Three node cluster is nothing but one primary and two secondary I have worked with. So you can say like that instead of
Okay.
starting. Yeah. because most of the people will use this only starting like let's take like it's out of 100 only 20% of the people, that is too rare, like Facebook, these kind of people only will be using the starting concept as they will be generating large amount of data. Other than that, most people will be using this replica set only. This thing you will
Okay.
this thing you will say replica set. Okay,
Mm.
this is replica set. Sorry. Now you know the difference between replica set and sharding. Replica set, sharding, two concept is there.
Mm.
Okay, sharding is each shard will have the three nodes. Okay, replica set is nothing but one primary and two secondary. Okay,
Sorry, all the detail that you are explaining, do you have it in your notes that you will share with me? All the details that you're explaining, is it in the notes? Not
yeah,
yet.
I will explain. No issue, no issue, no issue. All the
I
details will
mean,
be in the.
in the material, class material that you share with me, is it gonna be there?
Yeah. After today class itself, I will share with you.
Okay, thank you.
Once this class over, I will share with you. You need to go and you need to practice and you need to do the research and you need to come up. Once you are ready for the next class, you just ping me in WhatsApp. We can schedule for the next class. Until then, you just prepare yourself and be strong, because it's kind of one way learning. If you learn one time, it should be for lifetime, like that it should be there. Like again, you
Okay,
don't need to go and overcome these things, nothing.
sure, sure. Mm.
Yeah. So now you understand the difference between replica set and starting.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
a replica set is nothing but one primary and a two secondary server or three secondary server. How many server we can have? But starting, it's a concept like each start will have the three nodes, and for starting, you need to have the start key. Okay, and also for reading, you can give secondary preferred like that. Otherwise, it will defaultly do the read and write from the primary only.
Okay.
Okay, so let me. So that's all for today. I will just go through the document which I have prepared so that it will be helpful. If anything I have missed, I will let you know.
Okay, sure. Mm.
So this is the architecture. So as I said, if application is giving any query, it will comes to the driver. It will go to the query router. Query router in case of starting, if you are having start cluster, it will go to MongoS. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me type. If you are using, if you are using MongoS, sorry, if you are using starting, it will go to MongoS. MongoS nothing but query router. Okay. If you are using replica set, it will go to MongoDB. You know the difference, right? Like if you are using a replica set, which is one
Demo.
primary and two secondary, means the request will go to MongoDB only. If you are using starting, means then your query will go to MongoS, because this MongoS will route the query to somewhere. Here the MongoDB will be handling all the requests in case of replica set.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to know, you can means you can browse whatever you have query, you can browse or you can ping me, I will send you the link. For example, if you are not sure about what is the difference between MongoDB and MongoS, you can just google MongoDB and MongoS, what is the difference, like that.
Okay.
It will- MongoDB and MongoS. So see, it will show. See, so here they are. MongoDB is a daemon, Mongo is a client, MongoS is the start utility.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So Mongo is for Mongo start, a routing service for MongoDB start configuration, processing the query from the application and determines the location of the data in the start cluster. I said right, determines the location. If you are having data from 1 to 50, it knows the particular Mongo is knows like where the data resides. So based upon that, it will transfer the data. So that is what they are saying. Determines the location of the data in the start cluster in order to complete this operation. From this perspective of the application, a MongoOS instance behave identity to any other MongoDB instance. Okay.
Mm.
So this is the thing. MongoDB is the core database process. MongoS is the query router for start cluster. If you are not having start cluster, means this MongoS won't come.
Okay.
So that is the difference. MongoS only for starting. MongoD is the default one, the primary daemon process for MongoDB. It handle data requests, manage data access, perform background management operations. Okay, if
Yeah.
you are doing any fragmentation fix anything, the MongoDB will be handling those things. The
Oh,
Mongo is only for query routing, and it will comes only if you are having start clusters. Just be clear with this. Okay, this will
yeah.
be a most important interview question, like what is the difference between MongoS and MongoD means. So you can directly say MongoS will comes only for the started cluster. It is used for query routing operations, these things. This will know like where the data resides in the start clusters, whereas MongoDB is particularly the primary daemon process which will be handling the data request, and it will be doing all the background operations, and it is the primary daemon process that handle the MongoDB, like that you can say. I'm clear,
Uh,
right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
anything you have in your mind, just Google. How much you are googling, it will improve your knowledge. And also, like if you are came up with a new thing, like let us assume like I have said you anything wrong. I have Otherwise I have gave you any misinformation means, you can go dig and come in the next class and you can say, hey Ajay, you said this wrong. This is not like that. This is this way. Like that also you can say. It's kind of interactive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thing for today's class. Like this is what I have mentioned. So this is how the it works. So key components, as I said, like database. MongoDB organizes the data in the database. Each database contains collection. This is the first thing I have taught you. Remember, inside the database you will be having the collection. Inside the collection you will be having the documents, and inside the documents you will be having the means inside the documents you will be having the fields. So if you till this you read these means this is the data model.
Okay. Mm.
So in single MongoDB instance, you can have multiple databases, and each databases can different collection. Collection is nothing but tables. Okay,
Okay.
collections are group of MongoDB documents similar to table in relational database. Collection are schema-less. I said right, like each collection you have can have multiple fields. Meaning, I have given the meaning as well. Meaning, documents can have different structures, field data types within a same collection. In a single collection, you will be having multiple documents, and each documents can have multiple fields.
Mm.
Document can have varying fields, mean they evolve over time. Then replica set, just now I said right. Replica set is a group of MongoDB instance that maintain the same data. It provides redundancy and high availability. For high availability, the high availability you will be choosing replica set. In case of scalability, you will go with the strading. Okay, scalability is nothing but maintaining the large amount of data in multiple clusters.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Mm.
high availability, like same in SQL. In SQL Server, you will use right, like primary node will be there, secondary node will be there. Then you will enable the always on high availability, and you will maintain the active passive. Then you will do the automatic failover, these things, right? Same like that only.
That's correct.
So here a replica set consists of primary and secondary and arbitrary node. Arbitrary node is nothing but it will help. Like some of the people will set the arbitrary node. So this arbitrary node does not have any data. It doesn't have any data. It will be participate in the election process. So they will ask you like what is arbitrary node? Arbitrary node is nothing but optional node. If you want, you can add it or you can omit it. It's an optional node that is
Okay.
participate in election. It doesn't have any data. Okay,
Okay.
what it will do, it will search like which is the secondary near, and it will choose in the election process. For example, if primary is down means this arbitrary will come and it will check which secondary to act as a primary. It will do the election and it will make that secondary as a primary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the one starting I said right, like data start keys. This thing starting is a MongoDB method for distributing data across multiple servers to manage large data sets and high throughput cooperation. MongoDB uses start cluster to partition data. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
improving performance and scalability. So that is for high availability. Replica sets. This is for scalability.
Oh,
You
okay.
got the difference. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's have this thing. Like let's have a 10 minutes quick interview kind of not kind of interview kind of thing, like an interactive session. Like in the next class at the start, I will ask you some questions like regarding the topics which we have shared, means which I have shared earlier.
Oh,
So
okay. Sure.
it's not like what to say. You need to prepare and come like that. I will just ask if you are not aware of that. I will let you know. Like this is the thing, so that next time if you know means it will be go deeply into your knowledge. It will
Sure.
deepen your knowledge. Yeah.
Mm,
So start cluster, it's for scalability, and replica set is for high availability. Okay.
mhm.
Again, I'm saying for a kind information, starting is for scalability and performance for large data sets. Whereas also I am letting you know this KT session video will be sent to you. So using that KT session video, you can also learn. If you have any doubts, you can replay the KT session. Replica
Okay,
set is
sure.
nothing but for high availability, consistency. So basically, where are you from, Wilson? Like, are you working there? Like, you're native of US or like how?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas. I'm in Texas.
Okay, okay, okay. That's
Yeah.
great. Like,
Mm.
you're currently working
Ye-
professional.
Yes, I'm working as a SQL DBA right
Okay,
now.
that's great. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I just want to add more skill to myself. I
yeah,
see
yeah.
most company they are looking for MongoDB now.
Yeah, like
And
nowadays,
Postgres. Yeah,
NoSQL is grooming better. MongoDB,
yeah,
Cassandra,
and Postgres as well. Yeah.
yeah, Postgres also. So yeah, this is the start cluster. In start, like how we are having arbiter server. In case of replica set, we are having arbitrary node, right? So same like in starting, we will having these two things, MongoS and config server. Config server is nothing but it will have the metadata about the start cluster.
Okay.
Metadata is nothing but how many starts it is having, the start is up or down, or in each start how many node is there. These details will be there. Okay, having only the metadata. The
Okay.
MongoS is nothing but a query routing service. It will directs the client request to the appropriate start. I said right, like if a client give any request, it will go to the MongoS, and MongoS will redirect the request to which node the data is actually present.
Yeah. Mm.
So then difference between MongoDB and MongoS. Then storage engine, like each database will have this default storage engine. So in this, the storage engine is Wired Tiger. Okay. So previously, like this is the old one, MMAPV1. This is memory mapped, like that we'll say. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
this is memory mapped. So this is depreciated.
Okay.
Depreciated means that is not in use. So after MongoDB version 3, I guess 3.2 or something, it got depreciated. So from that, the Wired Tiger is the default storage engine. You
Okay.
can ask
Mm.
that to Wired Tiger is default storage engine from which MongoDB version. Sorry, I think Google will understand. So why did it from 3.2? I said right, like yeah, from 3.2, this is the default storage engine.
Oh.
Previously,
Oh.
it was memory mapped.
Mm.
So memory mapped is nothing but memory mapped will help in document level lock. So this wire tiger will helps in document level locking. Document level locking means you will be having this thing, right? Like you will be having database. inside database Inside database you will be having collections. Inside collections you will be having multiple documents. Okay,
Mm.
multiple documents. Give me 1 second, I will give you clear. One collection, two collection, three collection, four collection. This is document. 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 We can replay my video also
Oh, okay. Good.
if you have any doubt. So yeah, so this is my database. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is my database, this is my collection, this is my document, this is my database, this is my collections,
Tables.
this is my documents, which means the database is same like database in SQL. Collection is nothing but a table.
Mhm.
Collection is nothing but a table
Mhm.
in SQL. The document is nothing but column.
Mhm.
Here in MongoDB it will be fields. Okay, so in a database you can have multiple collection. Inside a collection you can have multiple documents. Okay, so why I'm saying is in wire tiger, right, it is a document level locking. Document level locking means if you are accessing this
Mhm.
document, the other user can still access the this document. Second one,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
other user can do the this document. But in case of old mmapv1, I said right, memory mapped mmapv1, I said right. Like in this thing, in this case what this thing will do means it will lock hold it will lock hold the collections. If you are accessing this collections mean is this document means this whole collections will be locked. You got this what I'm saying?
Yes. Mm. Yeah.
If you are not sure, please let me know. I will give you another, means I will let you know again.
The
So
another way. Yeah.
this is mmapv1, this is wire tiger. So wire tiger is nothing but you can access multiple documents at a time.
Mhm.
But in case of mmap, if you access a document it will lock the whole collection.
Wow. Yeah.
Thus if what if another user is going to access this thing means he need this document should be released, this lock should be released, then only this person can able to access that collection.
Yeah. Mhm.
But here they can access in case of wire tiger, that is document level locking. It will lock only documents, it will lock entire collection. That is the difference.
Okay. Mm.
So that's what I have mentioned here. Wire Tiger offer high concurrency and uses document level locking, which allows for better performance in multi-thread environment. Multi-thread environment, if multiple transaction or multiple request comes, means it will handle because it is document level processing. But is this MA memory mapped is there, right? Like it is not this feature. It does not have document level locking and all. So it
Okay.
will do the collection level locking, so you can't able to access multiple thread. Multi-thread is not possible in mmap. The default is wire tiger. Then journaling is nothing but a transaction log, like how in SQL server you will be having the transaction log, right, like redo log
Mhm.
for logging mechanism, write ahead logging. So here the write ahead logging is achieved by journaling. So in case of any crash recovery, the journaling, these are files from these things will replace it. So each or write operation is written to the journal before being applied to the actual data file. So before applying the actual data file it will be write it to the journal. So in case of any failure, server crash recovery, MongoDB can recover the database from the consistent state from the journal file. So you know, right? Like redo log, like what is the redo log will do? You know the concept write ahead logging.
Yeah. I think we have right ahead login. In
Yeah, it's in all databases. It's in SQL
yeah.
database. It's in NoSQL also. Write ahead logging is nothing but if you are doing any request or if you're doing any write operation before writing into the actual data file, it will write into a journal file. Journal file is it will write into a redo log. Redo log is nothing but like a log file
The
means
cache. Buffer
yeah,
cache. Is
crash
that right?
recovery used for crash
Yeah.
recovery. It will reapply things.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
why means if we are do for each disk operation, it will take so more time, right? Like if you are writing any operation, it need to go and it need to write the disk and again it need to come and again.
Yeah. That would
It is
take
a
more
big
time.
operation. It will take like more. It will cost high IO. have you heard of this high IO?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Retrieving from disk. So
Yeah,
for the
it
first
will do
time, yeah.
everything. It will cause high input output. Yeah. Why means so to minimize this only we have redo logging. That
To
is
log in.
nothing
Okay.
but write ahead logging. So in
Work
yeah
cache.
there
Wow.
in yeah write ahead logging in SQL Server you will say transactional log, right?
Mm-hmm.
Transaction, you know, right? Transactional log backup you will take
Yeah.
transactional log. So here you will say this as a journal. That's the difference. It's the same those concepts, but the name only will differs.
Okay.
So also indexing is nothing but indexing is there, like it supports indexing. There are multiple indexes is there. We will see detail in some classes like what are the types of indexes are there. Then how MongoDB works. So here like how the data is stored is document oriented. So these are the things like mostly I have taught you these things. The arbitrary node, I said, right? Like arbitrary node is a node that does not store any data. It will only evolve in election. So this will choose the elections, like which node. It will do the voting, like which node election process,
Mm.
which node in the replica should be the next primary. If primary goes down, which secondary node should be the my primary, that will be decided by the arbitrary node.
So it's like a quorum to determine the vote. Mm.
It's yeah, it's based upon the already the quorum is enabled for consistency, right? Like
Mm.
consistency already will be there. So this will just involve in like which node can be a next primary
Yeah,
based
yeah,
upon the latency.
yeah, yeah.
If this is having a good latency means it will choose that as a secondary.
Mm. It's clear.
So you read this document mostly. So this is the data entry flow. So I said right whenever the data comes in, like how the data will goes. So whenever the client send a request, it will go to from the MongoDB driver.
Mm.
It will first comes to the routing request to Mongo S. If it is a starting, it will go to the Mongo S. If it is a replica set, it will go to the MongoD. So defaultly, it will go to the primary node only, all the write and read requests. So if you want to explicitly mention the read, you can mention that. So I said right, like using find operation only, we will send a query. So find is select in case of MongoDB, like select star from. So same like this.
Mm.
Yeah, you go through this.
What about the dollar sign? Greater for the
Sorry,
greater that dollar sign in the greater than GT.
yeah, come again.
The dollar sign in front of the GT. What does it mean? Is that where clause? That dollar sign.
GT is greater than.
Yeah. What about the dollar sign in front of it? Before it.
It's kind of a default thing. Like if you are doing any aggregate, if you are applying any aggregate, aggregation, right? Like
Yeah. Aggregate. Yeah.
greater than sorting kind of thing, filtering these things. You need to mention like this only. If it is
Oh. Okay.
equal means you need to give EQ dollar EQ,
Okay.
which
Okay.
returns
Dollar.
like age equal to 25. If it is dollar greater GT means greater than, LT means less than, like that.
Less than. Okay. So we have to
Yeah.
put the dollar sign in front. Okay. For aggregate. Okay.
Yeah, so what this query does is it is accessing the document collection, and it is selecting
Select
the age greater than 25, and the limit is set to 10. It will return only 10
top
rows.
10 rows. Okay. Top 10
Yeah,
rows. Okay.
it is easy only, not that much complex.
Mm-hmm.
If you
No.
used to do this, you can see here it is DB uses then skip 10 means it will skip first 10 documents and will return the 5.
Oh, okay.
For example, if you are running this query, okay, so the age is greater than 25, you are getting 50 records, okay. So what this will do, it will skip first 10 documents and it will return the next 5 documents.
Oh, okay.
So like this. For ascending, you need to give this thing sort operation dot sort, and you will, if you give age is equal to 1 means it will sort the age field in ascending order. If you give -1 means it will sort the age field in the descending order. So that the next class is this only, like you can go and come up with this. So I said
Okay.
right, like you can give the read preference. MongoDB provide read preference option that used to specify the reads. Like normally all the reads will be happening in the primary only. If you want the read operation should happen in the secondary, you can add these things in your connection list. Like for example, the the application team is there, right? Like application team, they will be writing this PHP script, then ODBC script, JavaScript, like that. So they need to give this thing in their end. If you are running manually, you can give this read preference secondary, means it will choose the secondary. So there are multiple read preference options are there: primary preferred, secondary preferred, nearest. So primary is that this is the default setting, so everything will goes to the primary only. Primary preferred is you are giving explicitly, which means it will attempt the read from the primary. Okay, if primary is available, means unavailable, means it will fall back to the secondary. So same like that, secondary preferred. So that's it for today's class.
That makes sense.
Because if I give you overload, means you will get confused. This is the proper
Yeah,
way. Like yeah,
it's true. Yeah,
I can able to give more as more also, but it will be like hectic for you.
that's correct. Yeah.
So let me give you a quick summary on what we have discussed today. Okay, just take a note. I will send you in the chat. So first thing we have seen is difference between SQL and NoSQL. Okay. The second thing we have seen is gap theorem. Okay. The third thing we have seen is MongoDB architecture. The third thing we have seen is sharding versus replica set difference. After this, we have seen the data model, databases, collections, documents, these things. MongoDB difference, and what we have seen lastly,
Mongo S and Mongo D.
query routing, like how when a client send a request, how the query routes.
Mm,
That's it. So these are the topics covered. Okay. Topics covered. The day today. You can take 2 days, 3 days, but you just read properly and come, so that it will be helpful for a long time. Okay, we can have our next class on either Thursday or Wednesday, anything, and or we can have in the next 2 weekends, Saturday, Sunday, continuously. We can have anything. So hands on, I have mentioned in the document itself. So if you see the document in the end, you will see the hands on. So installation of MongoDB in Linux, and you need to go study MongoDB administrative commands. If you go Google and you see, like, you will have read some MongoDB administrative commands,
mm.
so you can do that thing. Go to instances,
Instances. Okay.
create launch instance. Give a name of your server. So what you do means, once you are using this server, you just if you are not using this server, keep that in a daily stop that. Like if it is running, means it will be charged. So better
Yeah.
stop that. Yeah,
Okay.
you can create Mongo test something name Mongo test. You can choose come down. You can choose anything like Red Hat or Amazon Linux. Anything is fine. Come down.
Uh, mm. Okay. Let
Nothing.
me choose Amazon Linux. Okay.
Yeah, come
Uh,
down. Be there
so
only.
what about? Okay, so you want on Linux, not on Windows, is that right?
Yeah, MongoDB we can do in Linux only.
Oh, we can do it on Windows. Okay.
Yeah, it supports Windows, but most people will work in Linux
Okay.
only.
Okay. Sure.
Come down. Just choose everything free. Come down, come down, come down, come down.
Free. Okay. This one's free as well.
Free. Come down, come down. Keeper login. Create a new keeper. Create a new
Great.
keeper.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, maybe this is the one. I can't remember. Okay. Create new one.
yeah. Just give a name.
Mm,
Can give Mongo text. Same. Wilson Mongo something. Anything.
okay. Sure.
Come down. Come down. Come down. Come down. Yeah. Come down. Gives putty.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Using people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Create keeper. Yeah. Come down.
Okay.
Yeah, everything. Create new. Hello, SS traffic from. Okay. Come down. Come down. Yeah. Just launch an instance. That's it.
Okay. Launch instance. Okay.
Yeah. That's it. So it will take some time. So once it has been launched, you know how to connect, right? Like
Yeah. It's
now
been a while. So yeah.
yeah,
Using the
go to
key.
connect instances.
Okay.
Just give to instances. Click instances.
This one.
Above. Yeah, above.
Uh,
Before
above.
launch instance, that one EC2 instances. Yeah, click that. Yeah,
Click
so
this
it
one.
will
Okay.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it will just.
Okay.
Yeah, now click this. Click this instance ID. Instance ID. Yeah, come down. Come down. No,
Okay.
come down. You have putty with you.
I can search for you. I'm not sure. Let me see. Maybe I've
Putty or
downloaded
mobile
the.
extern. Anything
Okay.
is with
Oh,
you.
okay. I think. Oh, did I download
It's
it? No, I haven't downloaded it.
okay.
I think I
Download mobile extern.
mobile. Okay.
Extern. Mobile. MOBAEXTEN. MOBA. BA. No, not mobile. MOBA. BA. Extern. EX. No. No. MOBAEX. Not R.
B.
R.
Oh, okay.
X.
EX.
No. X. Yeah, it's coming, right? Mobile extern. Yeah, this is the one. Download.
Oh, okay. 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 Mobile. Okay.
Extern. Yeah, it will be helpful, like for you in both thing. Yes, a side it's coming, right? Download.
Mm. So download. Okay.
Yeah. So come down. Free. You just go with the free. Download now. Like first one, portable edition.
Okay. This
Just
one.
download. Yeah.
Mm.
Just to go to that. Unzip. Yeah. Just click that application. Double click. Open. Double click. Yeah. Extract all. Just open that application. Double click. Yeah. In taskbar, you can pin that thing. It will open. You can pin that in taskbar. Otherwise, every
Okay.
time you need to come here and you can choose
Oh,
either
okay. To
light
bring
mode
it.
or dark.
Okay.
You
Sure.
can choose dark mode. You can choose the dark mode here. Favorite theme will below. Yeah,
Okay. Sure. Oh, okay. You said dark mode. Okay.
yeah. You can choose anything what you want. Then you can go session
Okay.
above,
Sorry.
above.
Let me
Yeah,
use light mode.
above.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Because if you keep light mode means it will be irritating your eyes, right? So I said,
Yeah, it's
yeah, go
true.
to session. Yeah,
I can.
session.
I think I can change it later. Is that right?
Yeah, you can change whatever you want anytime.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
go
Okay.
session, session,
Go
session,
to session.
session.
Okay.
Session. Yeah,
Mm.
give SSH. Yeah, then give the details like remote host. Just copy the public IP and paste here.
Public IP.
IP. Yeah, from
Okay.
that
From
instance.
the EC2
AWS. Yeah, AWS.
under network. Okay. It should be under
Yeah,
recruiters.
yeah. Come down in details. If you come details down, you can see
Okay, yeah, I was trying to drag it up.
below. You can give control minus means the screen will get minimized. Control minus.
Oh, okay.
It will be in. It will zoom out. So I zoom in. Control and minus symbol.
Oh, okay, to zoom. Okay. Control minus.
It's getting reduced. Control minus. If you press control
Ah,
minus
okay.
together,
Ah, okay, 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 okay.
yeah. Now you go above. Go above. Expand this from below to above.
Ah, okay. To zoom it. Okay. You said the private,
Yeah.
is that right?
No. Public.
Or public, okay.
Public IP. Auto assigned IP address is there, right? Come down. Come. Yeah. That is the one. That is the one.
This
Public
one,
IP.
okay.
Just copy. Paste it there.
To the host.
Yeah, paste it there. Then give the username EC2 user, EC2 hyphen user. So whenever
Okay.
you create the an instance with the Amazon Linux, EC2 hyphen user will be the default user. EC2 hyphen user.
Oh, okay.
No, it's small.
Oh, all small, okay. Is
All small,
the
all small.
iPhone user.
Yeah, yeah. Now you go to advanced SSS setting. Go to
Advanced, okay.
advanced.
Okay.
Yeah, advanced SSH setting. Yeah, in that
Setting
like use private key
use
below.
private key, okay.
Yeah, then upload the Wilson Mongo key that thing and just give OK. Yeah, just copy.
This one?
No, the Wilson one. Wilson, yeah,
Yeah, Wilson MongoDB, Mongo key. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
PPK, okay.
Give OK. Yeah, just OK. Yeah, accept. Yeah, you are
Ah,
into the server now. Yeah. So this is how we launch instance. So now here if you give sudo hyphen I,
sudo
sudo, sudo.
CSU
No.
um
sudo hyphen I. Okay, you can give anything.
SU
Do space hyphen I.
SUDO. I can't
Do,
remember.
yeah,
Oh,
space I. sudo D for dog. Donkey. Yeah, space hyphen I. Space hyphen I. So you know Linux, like,
it,
or this is the first time you're using
yeah.
hyphen I.
iPhone I. This
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Okay.
Enter. So if you give this means it will convert to root. So in this root you can do the installation.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Mm,
Yeah. So you just go use either ChatGPT or any AI bot, and you just install me with the version of 4.4 version of MongoDB, any four version. So this is your hands-on. So now you have the instance. So you can stop the instance for today if you are not working. If you are going to do the installation, you can proceed with the installation, and from the next class you need to come with the installation. Like you need to install MongoDB 4.2 in this thing. So also
4.2.
like whenever you are not easy using this, you can go there and you can stop that instance. You just go AWS console.
Oh, okay. 4.2. Okay. To install 4.2, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, you just Google and search, and you just do the research and you do the installation. That is your hands-on.
Okay. Linux. Oh, MongoDB 4.2. Is that right?
Yeah, 4.2 anything you can install and
MongoDB
come.
4.2. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the latest one. I will check.
Sorry?
So
Yeah.
4.2 is the latest version. Is that right?
No. 6 is the latest version. So we will first proceed with the installation, then we will go with the upgradation.
Upgrade. Upgrade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 4.2. Okay. Sure. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Sure. So you just go to the AWS console.
Mm.
If you are not using this, okay, if you are not using this instance, just go to AWS console, click that and go action,
State is the action.
not
Okay.
action. Yeah, instance type. You can stop the instance if you are not using. If you are using this instance, that is okay. If you are going to stop this in instant state, you can go and stop, and again if you come, you can click that, and you can start. So every
Okay.
stop and start, you will be assigned with a new public IP. So now it is 34.20437, right? So
Mm.
if you do stop this and again start, that means that IP will change. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that is a public IP. So it will change for every restart. So if you are not working now, you can stop that. And again, if you want to work, you just click that and you can give start instance. Once it starts, copy the public IP, and same like that, go to the mobile extern. Then you need to place that IP. Then user is EC2 user, EC2 hyphen user. Then again, you need to use the PPK and you need to connect, and you can give sudo hyphen I and the root, and you can do the installation, MongoDB installation. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, all right. So this is your answer, and also come do some basic stuff in the MongoDB, and we can have our next class either on Thursday or next Saturday.
Sure. Mm.
Yeah. So once you're done with all these things, we can proceed. I guess like by March before March 20, we can thoroughly complete this.
Oh, okay. Sure. Mm.
Yeah, it's like a how fast you are doing things. It will be good for us. Like we can go faster.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay, Wilson, I think like we are good with
Thank
our
you.
today's class. Yeah, it went well. So thanks for joining, and have a good day to you.
So, few questions.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
stopping the instance, I will not be getting charged. I be getting billed.
No, no,
If
yeah,
I,
that's what I'm saying. Like stopping, if it is in running state, you will be charged. If it in stopped state, you won't be charged.
mm, I think in
So
the past, if you have some other resource, maybe like you create a storage or some other resources, even say if you stop the instance, you may still be getting charged.
no, it won't.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure because I have been using, right. Like if you are
Okay.
if you're stopping instance, you won't be charged. Okay, and it is for some particular days you need to have that. If you have this stopped instance for so many days, it will be started automatically.
Mm, oh,
After
okay.
7 days something, it will start automatically. So just need on, like, have an eye on that, and if you are going to work, you just start and work. Once you have done with your work, you just stop and keep like that.
Sure. I mean, I know we when we are launching the instance, we selected free tier. So let's assuming we created some other resource that is not free, that
Hmm.
we put it in the same security security groups that will group them together. So the one that
Yeah,
is not
security
free,
group here.
am I gonna be getting charged for the one that is not free, the service that is not free, if I stop the instances as well?
Which one you are saying? Security group?
I think our security group is used to collect different group of services together. Is that
No,
right?
no, 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 no. It won't. It won't. This is
Oh,
your new
okay.
account or your old account?
It's my old account here. You
Yeah,
see,
you
I
just go
deleted
to the
all these.
billing. Just go to the click your profile and go to the billing.
Yeah, I've deleted all the resources. So there's nothing there. So where's the
Yeah,
billion?
you just keep that in a stop state. That will be a enough. Like you
Oh,
just
okay.
click the profile. Your name. If you click your name, it will come.
Oh,
Go
okay.
go to your name. It will come. Yeah, here billing dashboard will come.
Hmm.
Click that. Yeah, billing and cost management is there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've experienced that before. Yeah, I understand it because it's free tier, so I will not get charged. But if you select some other resources that is not free,
Yeah,
even say if I
yeah,
stop the instance,
yeah.
I may
If you
still
are
get.
if you are choosing something, it is not for free means it will be charged, of course. If you
Oh,
are
okay,
using
okay.
free, it is okay. If you are using some not free instance, if you are using Aurora and all only cost only. Aurora RDS instances or based upon the cost, they are not free of cost. So if you are choosing that thing, it will be charged. So you are using EC2 and you are stopping and starting, right? So it won't be charged much.
Oh, okay, okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah, then yeah, everything is good. Like we can wind up this.